Uber is one of the biggest technology companies in the world. And a couple of months ago, I got the opportunity and the privilege to host their 10-year celebration in South Africa. This is a little bit different from what we normally do, but here's what happened at that event. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Uber at 10 years in Mzansi. Thank you so much for being with us. Thank you so much, for coming on what is a terrible day when it comes to weather outside, and for gracing us with your presence. Before we begin, we want to just acknowledge some of our esteemed guests that are joining us for today. We've got Victor Radebe, who is from the Office of the Gauteng Premier, as well as Masha Matopane, who is the Chief Director for the Inclusive Economy, for Gauteng Department of Economic Development. Wasim Karim, who is CEO of the National Youth Development Agency. Amy Benson, Deputy Senior Commercial Officer for the U.S. Commercial Service in South Africa. Dorothy Mabuza, who is head of the Department of Transport for the City of Johannesburg, and then our dignitaries from higher education, that is Prof. Geshi Karuri Sebina, as well as Prof. Tseliso Motlomi, and Prof. Joash Mageto. And then last but not least, we are joined by Rutendo Windingwi, who is the head of the AmCham Digital Forum. Once again, thank you so much. Before we get too far into the program, a couple of housekeeping rules. Let me start off by saying that my name is Mudiwa Gavaza. I am an economist, I am an unadulterated geek, and I am a student of technology, and I'm happy, to be with you on this, incredible occasion as we mark 10 years of Uber in South Africa. Some housekeeping. We've got restrooms that are on both floors. For those that came in, you would have been upstairs, but downstairs where we are right now, you'll find that on your left and to my right, you'll find that we've got the bathrooms that are towards the back. And then for those that are sitting on the tables behind the couches, you would have noticed that we've got the Wi-Fi credentials, but for those that don't have them, I see that they are on some of the smaller tables. The Wi-Fi is the guest venue, and then the password is @VenuePass. And then for those that are posting on social media, our hashtag is hashtag 10 years in Mzansi. We're also serving non-alcoholic drinks, including specialty coffees, and then the smoking section is outside of the venue. As you exit, you take a sharp left, towards Seattle Coffee Company. So that's how things are looking like in terms of some of the housekeeping. The program is looking to be quite an exciting one. As I said, we are celebrating 10 years of Uber in South Africa. We're going to be hearing from the general manager of Uber Sub-Saharan Africa, that is Kagiso Khaole, and the general manager for Uber Eats Sub-Saharan Africa, that is Mr. Nakampe Molewa. And then later on, we're going to be, trying to see, maybe some live demos of, some of the things that are being announced. And then we have an exciting musical performance that's going to come at the end of the program. Now, I started off by saying that I am a geek and I am a student of technology, but I am also a numbers man, right? And I was hoping to paint a little bit of a picture, right, before we hear from the Uber team themselves about what 10 years actually looks like, within the South African context. Uber actually started operating in South Africa in 2013. They started off in Johannesburg and Cape Town, and then about a year later, they found themselves, in then I think I got that wrong. They started off in Johannesburg and Durban, and then a year later they went to Cape Town. But in that particular year, did you know that the biggest hip-hop song in South Africa was Casper Nyovest's Gusheshe, right? The biggest movie at the box office at that time was Iron Man 3. Instagram was just a fledgling platform that had just been bought by Facebook just a year earlier. And at that time, in 2013, fuel, petrol and diesel, by the end of 2013, were costing 13 Rand a litre. That's the world that we're operating in 2013. Fast forward to 2023, unemployment in South Africa is sitting at around 33%, right? That's a very sad state of affairs, meaning that close to 2 million jobs have been lost, during that period. And for many people, contract work, the gig economy has become a lifeline, right? And this is the economy within which Uber operates. According to Knowledge Source Intelligence, the South African e-hailing market is expected to grow by a compound annual growth rate of 17.45% and is expected to reach $1.9 billion, or roughly, that's roughly 35 billion Rand by the year 2027. That's up from roughly 11 billion in 2020, which means within such a short period of time, we're expecting that the market would have tripled to show the rate of growth as well as the opportunity that stands in the market. In 2022, Uber clocked 1 billion rides across Africa. And then in South Africa, we say that more than 1 million people are making use of Uber every single year. And then the market is said, depending on your data sources, to have over 100,000 drivers that are going on there. But in 2023, there's a couple of things that are happening. AI has become a norm. The world of mobility has been changed by electrification. And there is a lot of work that's being done, to modernize the state of things that we are in. According to the Just Transition and Climate Pathway Study, about 90% of transport emissions are vehicles, and there are about 8 million of these, that exist just in the South African market alone. More than 300 minibus taxis and 3 million freight vehicles and 60,000 buses. That is the world that we live in. I'm going to end off at this point. I've fed you guys a lot of numbers. And before I invite Kagiso to come onto the stage, one of the things I'm most passionate about is the fact that if we're going to be taking advantage of a digital economy in South Africa, then there are gaps that need to be filled. GSMA Africa recently released a report that states that where the mobile device is in the hands of 3/4 of Africans, less than half of Africans actually have access to a smartphone, right? And that is how you unlock the internet for the African continent. And a lot of those numbers seep into the South African economy, because once people come into the digital economy, have access to the internet, then you open them up to the world of food delivery, the world that the likes of Uber Eats can offer, and mobility that the likes of Uber do offer. So that's it from me for now. I'm sure that, hopefully I've been able to paint a picture of what the last 10 years has looked like, within a macro sense, but to give us a more concrete sense of what Uber itself has experienced over the last 10 years. Allow me to bring onto stage Kagiso Khaole, who is the General Manager for Uber Sub-Saharan Africa.
Good morning, or should I say good afternoon? It's a very wet day. And, in my culture, I'm Tswana, when it rains, it means that blessings and new things are coming up. And that's exactly the sentiment that I'd like to kickstart today with. So Uber as a business, we're really driven by a simple mission. We reimagine the way the world moves for the better. This is what we do every day. It's in our blood. It's what gets us going. And part of this is exactly what we've done since 2013 when we launched in South Africa. It's about looking at different ways of moving around. I think all of you can probably attest to the first time you saw this app with a little car moving around, and you remember that this is something that's been a game changer. Whether you're going out at night, getting into a car and being just happy to see an Uber driver to come and pick you up, or whether you're going to an interview and you're able to get into a car and be able to quickly access a new opportunity. That's what we've reimagined and brought into the South African landscape. So from Uber Black to Uber X to Uber Go, whether it's around groceries, fast food, alcohol, we've been looking at how do we navigate this landscape, and how do we actually go and reimagine what this platform can be for South Africans? Two big numbers that we really want to anchor on is firstly 1 million earning opportunities in South Africa. I think as highlighted earlier, this is a big issue that I think companies and individuals need to go and face up. Unemployment is at massive highs, and every bit that we can do, whether it's on the gig economy, whether it's in the formal economy, we need to be able to give opportunities for people to have hope on better earnings and be able to provide them for themselves. The next big number is that Uber started off just in 2 cities. I remember the first time I saw the Uber app, Uber was pretty much going from Sandton to Monte Casino. Now you can actually go and take Uber in multiple cities. We're nearing 30 plus cities at this point in time, and we're able to service 80% of the urban population in South Africa. That is something that people never used to believe. This product and the service used to be ring-fenced for a certain group of people, and now, because of the innovation, bringing new products, new categories, we're able to reach out to more people on a daily basis. I started at the top speaking about our mission and what keeps us going. But there's a mantra, a saying that we keep telling ourselves within our business. It's about everything we do. It's about helping you go anywhere and helping you get anything. So if you thought today was going to be a history lesson looking back at the last 10 years, I'm sure you don't know Uber. Today is about looking forward from 10 years and beyond. So talking about get anything, I'd like to also hand over to my colleague, Nakampe, who can take you through what we're doing at Uber Eats. Thanks.
Morning, everybody. I think my voice is a little louder. Thank you for gracing us at this event. We know the weather wasn't easy, but again, we appreciate your company here. So again, I'm going to look at the Eats business, and the Eats business is fascinating. I mean, from a very, very, very nascent business, which we started in 2016 in South Africa, it has pretty much ballooned. And if you look all over the world, right, they've got pretty big competitors, big companies that are listed on different stock exchanges, which are valued in the billions, right? And even in this case, where these companies are this big, we are just hardly scratching the surface with these sort of businesses. So I'm going to talk about 4 things that make me very, very, very excited with regards to Uber Eats. The first one is just a recap on our partnership with the Gauteng government in the townships. We've always believed in using technology really, really, really to deliver impact in the townships. When I took over the job 2.5 years ago, I think one of the very first questions was, why are we not in the townships? Having come from a company like Coca-Cola, which actually makes thriving business in the township, this was a non-starter for me. We have to access that market, and we had to find some way of making money in this market. So we did that. I see some of our partners are here. We reached out to the government, especially the Gauteng Department of Economic Development, and they said, look, we have to create jobs for youth in the townships, and we're looking at you guys who've got a technology solution to do that. And we were like, great. I'm actually looking at driving businesses in the township, right? So you had 2 converging interests coming together, and this dream was born. So what did we do? We identified 6 townships within the Gauteng province, with Soweto being the kind of like the little experiment that we're going to be driving for the last 6 months of this year. While government made a few commitments in helping us out, identifying a courier partner, we have other partners such as Diageo that have come in and are training these courier these young people, right, through licensing, making sure they get their learner's licenses, making sure they get their driver's license or motorbike licenses, government coming in and saying, look, how can we help on the procurement of bikes? And then we coming into the picture and really, really bearing our expertise and saying, listen, we are going to develop these township markets. So this is where we are at the moment. We're going to spend 200 million over the next 3 years, especially in Soweto. There's other townships that have been identified, like I said, 6, Atteridgeville, Mamelodi, Togoza, Vosloorus, Katlehong. Right. So these are the townships that we're really, really going to focus on and for sure unlock them. As we speak today, these townships, from nothing at the beginning of this year, are generating almost 3% of our business this year. Right? Very, 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 very significant milestone for us. And I'm sure if we push even further, really, really look into 2024, we could make this a very, very a significant part of our business. The next product really, really excites me. And maybe the best way to kind of demonstrate it and bring it to life. Over the years, I think probably the last 2 years, we have witnessed the 2 greatest sporting spectacles probably in our lifetime. The first one was the World Cup, FIFA World Cup finals, where Argentina and France were playing. The second one was now when the Springboks won this World Cup. Now, imagine yourself sitting in a stadium at that time, right? The game is intense, really, really, really intense. At every second, there's just something that's taking our breath away, causing many heart attacks and so on. If you're sitting in that stadium, what would be the worst thing to have to do at that time? Go to the bathroom? But yeah, get up and go join a line to go order a beer, to go order food. Because in that little time, you would have missed a spectacle. So what did we come up with? Uber Live allows you to sit in your stand, order your food. The food gets made, you get a notification that your food is ready, and you get up and you go pick it up, right? And the way we do this, we geofence the venue. And by geofencing the venue, only the restaurants that are operating in that venue will show up, right? So the practical applications for this, you can do it in stadiums, in airports, shopping malls. And the first place that we actually ran and demonstrated this was last year at Rocking the Daisies, right? Where people were sitting in tents, 3-day concerts. They could order anywhere on the venue. We had little motorbikes, would take the order and would deliver right at their tents, which is very, very exciting. Works in a very, very simple way. And again, the user experience is exactly the same. Whether you're at a concert, whether you're at a stadium, whether you're in an airport, it's the exact same user experience as if you're ordering food from home. The next one for us, very, very exciting, is Uber One, which is our membership product, right? And the membership product we've just rolled out, what makes this really, really special is that it's a cross-product. And it runs across Uber Rides and it runs across Uber Eats. For those of you who are loyal to the app and know us well, would have known that we had an Uber Eats pass in the past and then we had an Uber Rides pass. We've brought all of this together to make sense. And the reason why we've brought together is that it's just more than just giving discounts, right? So if you look at what is on offer, right? Free delivery services, free 0% service fee, right? The Uber One promise, which we're really, really proud about. So if we don't deliver in the estimated time of delivery that we say, right, we will discount your next order, right? So this is also holding us accountable and really, really excited. As we roll this out in the coming years, we just, with some really, really, really key partners, this is a word that you're going to hear from us more and more often. Uber One partnering with X, Uber One partnering with Y, right? Really, really proud about this, and I think we've got legs. And then the last thing that I will mention is Uber Direct. How many of you are actually aware that if you guys are ordering food on a KFC app, on a McDonald's app, Pick and Pay app, it's actually fulfilled by Uber. And this is what Direct does. It's a neat little product that allows merchants and restaurant partners to use their native app, or to allow the users to use their native app to order, and we fulfill the last mile delivery. Now, this is very neat because we understand that sometimes you, as customers, actually want to use a KFC app, actually want to use a McDonald's app, right? Without necessarily going through an Uber Eats app. Right? And this product really, really allows us to integrate into those partners and making sure that we give the same speedy service. And we've taken up a notch, right? We understand that delivery means different things to different people. So if you want it now, you can get it now. If you want it same day, but maybe at 5 o'clock in the afternoon, such as a grocery pack, you can get it then. If you want to schedule it ahead of time, you can also do that. And again, it's this great platform, great set of courier partners who are delivering the same service. So again, just a snapshot of the 4 initiatives or products that we are bringing to the market for this year. And as we kind of gauge and peek into 2024, we've got a suite of products again that we're opening up. And I think the future is very, very exciting. Thank you very much.
Now, Nakampe, you've just spoken about a lot of things, and I understand that you are actually helping to grow the Uber Eats business, both in South Africa and Kenya. And one of the things I was, curious about is, because of that, where else, have you guys been able to launch, some of these products? Is it just in South Africa? Is it other markets? And if not, are there plans to do something like that?
Yeah, so we at Uber have a philosophy called global first. Whereas where we got great products like, for example, Uber One, right? We don't tend to kind of like stagger the launches of these products. So start in the US and then wait 2 years, then maybe Europe, then wait 2 years. And we don't. Global first means that, right? Once these products are there, we roll them out globally. So these products are live in a number of markets, in a number of markets around the world. As we look to Kenya, Uber One will be launching in Kenya next year. All right, Direct is there. All right, and then as I gaze into the future again, Africa is wide open for business. $25 billion TAM. Right, total addressable market in Africa, $25 billion. That's there, and that's not tapped yet. And we think at the moment the competitors are probably doing, and us, we're probably doing between $2 and $4 billion. So very, very, very big opportunities. But watch the space as we expand.
Okay. Now, I like the fact that you've brought up the competitors. It's something that you actually touched on at the beginning of your presentation to say that, the landscape is wide and there's a lot of people that have come into this space. Maybe you could talk to us about what that landscape actually looks like in South Africa, especially the evolution over 10 years. We're taking a reflective, sort of look at the last 10 years. How have you seen that competitive landscape evolving during that period?
Yeah, I mean, the landscape has really, really changed. For those of you who are old enough to cast your mind back beyond 2016, would remember that a competitor that shall remain unnameless used to take orders by telephone. They used to give you a menu that you put on a fridge, and you could kind of like flip through it, and then you call them, and then they would deliver. So that used to be. We came into the market with an app using your phone, and then they converted very, very quickly. But that was very much limited to food delivery services and the restaurant business. As the market kind of evolved, then you get more competitors coming in. Again, other competitors who also utilize a ride service. They came in. But again, the focus was very, very much on online food delivery. Now, what has happened is that as we have expanded our gaze to say, listen, We at Uber Eats want to think about ourselves as the virtual mall of Africa. And if you guys think about a mall, it's got certain things, right? One central being there's a food court, so we've got that business covered. But there's pharmacy, there's grocery, there's apparel, right? And this is how we start to think about it. As we start to shift our focus to say, listen, if it can get delivered, it will be delivered on our platform. It does suddenly change the competitor landscape. Guys would have seen the rise, amazing rise of ShopRite 60, right? 6060. You guys know it, probably a lot of you use it, right? These are guys who are just geared at the grocery section. But did you know pharmacy delivery is also a big business? Very, very specialized business because there's handling of medicines and so on that you have to do, right? So again, once we start to think once we start to think a little bit wider, there's Uber Package that's coming, right? Where we are transporting small little packages. So once you start to think about the business a little bit differently, the competitor set has suddenly expanded.
Yep.
We are no longer just competing with online food delivery services, but now you're competing with courier services. You're competing with the pharmacies. You're competing with the ShopRite 6060s who are geared at grocery delivery.
Yeah.
And like I said, the market still yet remains untapped, just due to the awesome opportunity that's still available here.
So clearly, the market is untapped, like you said, lots of opportunity that is out there. One of the things that I do commend, as a consumer, is that ability to adapt and respond, right? I remember once upon a time, anecdotally, people used to would order an Uber, and actually, I left my jacket at someone's house, right? Please could you get an Uber driver to send that jacket back to me? And then a few months down the line, now it's a whole service. So I think, it is testament to the fact that it is an evolving market and the fact that there is all of this opportunity. So thank you so much, Nakampe.
Thank you.
So thank you so much to Nakampe for giving us, a view of what's going on with Uber Eats and some of the products that they are bringing to the market. Very interesting. I think for me, one of the quite an interesting one is Uber One, simply because we have seen the rise of subscription models, and it's very interesting to see how that is now being, interlaced with the Uber offering. Now, you heard me at the beginning talking about the fact that, I am a numbers man. And I think one or two of these numbers, I'm just going to bring them up. I think Kagiso might have, mentioned them earlier on. But I think we need to really think about this properly. Guys, the most traveled kilometers by a single rider was 813 Ks, right? The distance from here to Sandton is about 10 Ks. A person did 813 Ks on an Uber ride. I want you to understand, what we're talking about. And then I think the one that really stuck out to me was the fact that the biggest tipper, tipped 8,816 Rand on Uber, right? To sort of show you what's going on, on that platform. I wish I could tip 8,816 Rand. But clearly, that is testament, to the base that Uber has. So we're going to bring Kagiso back onto the stage. He gave us a view of what Uber looks like, has looked like over the last 10 years. And now we're hoping to get, some current and future insights into what's actually going on and perhaps, some of the new products that they have for us. Kagiso?
Yeah, so I think one thing I love about Naki is that he's like a hurricane, and he comes in and starts talking about Uber Eats, you can't even catch your breath, right? So, I hope we've digested, some of the new platform changes that we've made to help you go and get anything. But before I move on to helping you go anywhere, I just want to sit on a particular topic that is quite important and at the heart of what we do at Uber. So at Uber, safety never stops. One of our values is that we stand for safety. Being able to move people at any time of day, whether in the township, in the towns, whether in the suburbs, in the city, it's really important that we ensure that every ride is as safe as can be, not just on the platform, but also outside of the platform. Millions of South Africans trust Uber for its convenience and reliability. But I believe South Africans also trust us even more, and it shows in the studies and the brand studies that we do. They trust us more because of our leadership in safety. Our approach to safety is not just about what happens on a trip, it's about what happens before the trip and what happens after the trip. We've made some big announcements in the past as well, game-changing innovations, but also what we have seen is that sometimes it's also the little nudges that make the biggest difference.
Please use your seatbelt for your safety.
Get ready. That's what you're going to start hearing on Uber rides. So as part of our work in terms of improving, one, our behavior in terms of road transport, secondly, in terms of building awareness from a public safety perspective, we are introducing seatbelt reminders. These reminders are designed to nudge you to go and put on your seatbelt, whether you're sitting in the front or the back. You'll get an in-app message that tells you, hey, buckle up. And also on the driver's side, on their app, as soon as they start the trip, they'll be able to they'll able to play the noise that you just heard. Did I just call it noise? I'd say it's a sound, right? We'll see after a few years. And what's interesting about these nudges is that it starts building out a culture where we become a lot more conscious about what we do outside of the vehicle and inside the vehicle. And really hope this makes a big dent in terms of public safety and safety while you're on the roads. Buckling up in the back, even in the rear, can help reduce fatalities by even half. So this is something that we believe is really important, and it's something that we are pioneering and moving forward with. Cities across South Africa have started to make sure that different modes of transportation are able to move around a lot more easier, a lot more freer. And what we've seen is a rise of cycling lanes, whether you're in Braamfontein, whether you're in Cape Town CBD, there's a proliferation of cycling lanes. And this is something that we're not naturally, geared to watch out for. And that's why we're bringing bike lane alerts. So if you're getting dropped off near a bike lane or right by a bike lane, you'll be notified now to look out for cyclists. There's a phenomenon that happens in a lot of cycling countries and cities, which is called dooring, which is the unfortunate incident where somebody opens the door and a cyclist rides into that. So these alerts, again, are these subtle nudges that are starting to change the way we approach exiting a vehicle, entering a vehicle, and our behavior inside the vehicle. Bike lane alerts, seatbelt reminders are part of our immense safety toolkit. One thing that always shocks me is that, in conversations with people, a lot of us still don't know about this entire suite of safety features that are there to keep you protected, whether you're a driver, a rider, a courier, an eater on the platform. Things such as our community guidelines. This is our code of conduct, which determines the relationship between riders and drivers. This is what our 24-hour support utilizes to make decisions about incidents that may happen on a trip. Audio recording, we launched it last year, a big game changer. It helps us be present within the vehicle. So again, if you're feeling maybe uncomfortable on a trip, you can anonymously start recording of what's transpiring in the vehicle. It's encrypted, completely private, and only if an incident happens are we able to decrypt it and actually listen to what's happened. Vehicle inspections, annual, ad hoc inspections, those are things that we have in place to ensure that the quality of our fleet continues to improve. PIN verification. At events, it gets sometimes busy. How do you make sure that you're in the right vehicle? Yes, you've got the make of the car, the driver, the license plate, but also you can add an additional layer with PIN verification, which allows you to ensure that a trip cannot start unless you've shared the driver inputs the correct PIN. And we use AI as well, looking at ride check. If we detect anything weird in your trip, whether it's a long stop, a route that's taken that deviates from our preferred route, we actually send you a reminder, and some of you might have seen that sometimes even pops up in traffic to check are you okay? And if you don't respond, we're able to send out even our emergency response services, which includes medical, it includes armed response as well, to wherever you are in South Africa. So this is part of this big suite that we call our safety toolkit. I encourage all of you to go into settings, go into safety, and go and check it out. Do your safety checkup, see what features work for you. Maybe you want your loved one to follow your trip. Maybe you just want the comfort of knowing that, hey, what data has actually been shared about me, and to be able to adjust those settings. So all those features are there on the Uber app. So moving from safety, it wouldn't be Uber without new products. And one of the most popular products and big requests we get is around Uber Reserve. We launched Uber Reserve, it's been just over a year right now, and Uber Reserve is for those people that just love to plan everything meticulously. So you can schedule rides up to 30 days in advance, and one of the interesting use cases has been around airports. A few months ago, we launched Airport Reserve, and we launched it on Uber Black. And basically what you can do is that you can take your flight number, input it into your reservation, and if your flight gets delayed, baggage gets delayed, we can actually ensure that the driver is informed and your ride still comes at the updated time. Because when you're in the air, you actually can't communicate with the driver. Very, very awesome feature. But naturally, everyone was asking, yeah, it's nice, Kagiso, that it's on Uber Black. When is it coming to X and Comfort? And the good news, and we're happy to announce that Reserve for airports is coming onto X and Comfort, which means more people will be able to utilize this feature, whether you're at Lanseria, or Tambo, or Cape Town International, from November this month. Clearly, there's a lot of people that are waiting for this change, right? The second one, it's tourist season. So you can start feeling those vibes. I don't think people say it's December anymore, but it's that December vibes. And tourists, we've seen one of the great things about our business is that we get to see a lot of information around tourists, are people coming to the country. Uber is that first app that people open up when they land on our shores. And one of the biggest requests, particularly from international tourists that are coming to visit, what's called, top 10 places before you die, Cape Town, was around why is there no Uber van? We see it in Johannesburg, but it's not available in Cape Town. So these are comfortable and premium rides for groups. This is Honda H1s, it's V-Class Mercedes. So it's a very, very nice ride that you can jump into with a group to go and see the seals, to go see, sightsee around Cape Town. It's even great at this time of year for companies that are busy sending out people to year ends, etc. So we are proud to also announce that van is coming to Cape Town again this month. Now, this one is where I get tortured. I think we get tortured on social media for. So when is Uber Black coming to Durban? And it happens every July, Durban, July. It's like, hey, when is this coming through? And finally, nothing more to say, but luxury rides are coming to Durban, and we're going to do it this month. So, again, as we progress in terms of, new features, new products, new updates, we have this big goal as a business. It's a very ambitious goal. I wouldn't say it keeps me up at night, but it does scare me every time I have to talk about it. By 2040, we will become a zero-emissions platform. We're not hoping to be, we will be. And that does not pertain just to the West. This is about Africa, this is about South Africa. And I'd like to reiterate, Uber will become a zero-emissions platform, whether it's Uber Eats, it's Uber, or it's Uber for Business, it will be a zero emissions platform. 2 months ago, we moved forward in terms of the story on the continent. In Nairobi, in Kenya, we launched electric motorbikes. So for those that maybe haven't been to Kenya or understand the market, people use motorbikes to get around. So you get someone, you can street hail it, jump on the back, move around Nairobi. It's my favorite way to get around. So sometimes I'm in a suit on a boda boda, is what they call it, heading towards a meeting. It really is amazing. And what we've done is actually change the future of that city, the future of transportation in that city, by launching those electric bikes. Again, that was in Africa, right? And as it always happens, the question immediately as we announced it was, where to next? And I'm happy to say South Africa is next. Uber Package, when we launched this product, it was a game changer. I don't know about you. I remember trying out different businesses. One of them was also around e-commerce, and delivering things, sending things around is just such a headache. Whether it's the bag that you need to get, whether it's the weight to actually get things across. We saw a gap in the market to actually introduce same-day deliveries. Uber Package, formerly known as Connect, is that service. It allows you to collect and send items at the incredible speed of now. So, as mentioned earlier, you've left your jacket at this event. You don't have to drive back. You can get a courier to come collect it and bring it to you. As a small business, as a big business, maybe you're doing repairs. And once you're done with the repair of that laptop, now you can actually just order immediately and send it back to your client. This product has really been a hit in the South African market, and we are one of the best markets within Europe, Middle East, and Africa for this product. But now, this wasn't good enough. We asked ourselves, how can you take it to the next level? So right now, I'd like to introduce you to our brand new Uber package, which is all electric. That means zero tailpipe emissions, low noise, and to help me to show you how this is going to work and what it looks like, I'd like to introduce our launch partners of LOTv. So M.I. Shahil, can you come on stage? So just listen, can you hear it? Of course not, right? This is low noise, that is exactly how it sounds, right? So M.I. is a bit of a petrol head. Unfortunately, that's not going to be his title going forward. That is as loud as it gets. So pollution is not just about emissions, it's about also noise. So one of the really key things that we've done here, and what's really smart about this technology, is actually around the swapping stations themselves. These bikes do not charge, they swap. So let's see if we can time you, right? So we can do a battery swap in less than 60 seconds, right? He's just started the process, so your battery is flat, you go to one of the charging stations available, or should I say swapping stations. You use your cell phone to scan your swap. We've got you on the system, and automatically a new battery pops up. And I don't know about you, but I think 60 seconds is a bit generous. So you can go from 0 battery to 100% faster than you can fill up your fuel tank. I think that's a big round of applause for the team there.
Thank you, brother.
This innovation deals with some real issues that drivers and couriers will experience when trying to switch to traditional charging. Things such as range anxiety. Do I have enough juice to get me to where I need to be? Second thing is around, am I going to waste time? Time is money for me as a courier. How can I get back on the road as quickly as possible? These bikes go up to a max speed of 90 kilometers. Their range as well is 90 kilometers. So even on the busiest days, you'd only need to swap once, maybe twice. But if it's really that quick, I mean, who would mind doing that? So this product will be launching next month in Cape Town. We have set up charging stations. Alternative charging stations will be spread around the city, covering a whole geofence. So what does that mean? It means that wherever you are able to go and request an Uber package, you'll still be able to do that going forward in Cape Town. Then next year, we're looking to bring this also into Johannesburg. Absolutely amazing. And again, I think a big round of applause to the teams and the innovators that have made this possible. This opportunity, again, we also want to ensure that we bring in more people to the future of vehicles, EVs, etc. And whether you're a new individual that never's ridden a bike before and would like to jump into this, we do encourage you to come in. We'll look at providing training as well to get you on board, but you can already start signing up to become a courier on Uber package, starting in Cape Town, followed by Joburg next year. So that was a lot. And just to tie it back and take you back to where we started at the top of this discussion. Again, I said this is not a history, look back, hey, pat ourselves on the back. There's a ton that we need to do. Mobility is not perfect in this country, and there's a lot that we need to do as a platform, on our platform, to ensure that we keep generating sustainable opportunities for earners, bringing reliability and convenience to riders, eaters, couriers, and it's really about making sure that we keep South Africa moving for the better. Thanks very much.
Now, thank you so much, Kagiso. There's been a lot to unpack, from what
It actually matches you there, so I think that's the right home now. Huh?
Maybe I should, come in and become, one of your launch drivers when you guys come to Johannesburg. But drilling down on, this particular, product that you're bringing to the market, right? When I was in business school, we spoke a lot about high risk, high reward. Right? You guys have a huge goal, right? And we used to speak about BHAGs, big, hairy, audacious goals. And to be carbon neutral by 2040 is, as big of a goal as we're going to talk about. But one of the things that we are curious to understand is, where do you guys actually stand on your commitment for South Africa? Because you've given us the global, to say this is where we want to go, and you've made certain commitments in other markets such as Dubai, and we do know that Uber is engaging the government in South Africa and other stakeholders on this matter, but where are we in terms of roadmaps and commitments, that type of thing?
Yeah, so again, just to reiterate, this is something we've committed to.
Yeah.
And we're not backing out of it. I think there's, as much as sometimes 2040 seems far, but also 2040 is around the corner. If you think about it, that's, if somebody's keeping a vehicle for 6 years, 7 years, 8 years, we probably have 2 or 3 replacement cycles to make the change to these newer vehicles. Yeah. Secondly, I think when you look at it, it does seem very scary, very audacious, but I believe always about partnership. We are a platform. As much as people look at it as, hey, there's Uber Black, there's Uber X, that's the rise, and we're competing in that front. I don't think that's necessarily the case. As a platform that enables different kinds of mobility, it's important for us to realize that plugging in new forms of vehicles, bringing demand to those vehicles, helping that transition. If you look at, for example, sales of electric vehicles in South Africa, very, very small numbers.
Tiny,
I mean,
tiny.
You're sometimes scared to even speak out loud about them. But the difference is, with a platform like Uber, we can scale these kind of technologies faster than you would traditionally direct to consumers. Yeah. Drivers and couriers are the first adopters. So, instead of looking at them as perhaps, like laggards in that sense, on the platform, they're able to go and take this forward. So for me, I think it is a very ambitious goal, but it's about taking things step by step. And our approach, and the approach that I really implore to the business on the continent, is that we're taking it from the bottom up, right? So, we could, by next year, we're going to have thousands of electric vehicles on the continent.
Yeah.
And that's because of the approach that we're taking. And again, if you look at it in that manner, I think it's a very doable task. And that's something that we're going to continue to work with government, work with third parties as well to make it a reality in South Africa.
So it is an interesting one. It is an interesting one that you mentioned that you guys are doing that bottom-up approach, because I think in other markets we've sort of taken the top-down, which would have been the electric vehicles, for the mobility piece of things, and then for the riders and all that. But here, because of the economics are different, gauging what's going on, adapting, and saying how do we scale such a technology, in this market. So what I wanted to do is to maybe ask you the same question that I asked, Nakampe earlier on around, the markets, the market strategy. You mentioned the fact that, some of this mobility is already been seen in a market like Kenya, for this specific product. But for any of the other products that you spoke about today, including this one, what are those roadmaps like? Is it just an SA, other markets? What does that look like?
Yeah, so I think for each country, we look at solutions based on the dynamics of that market. If you ask, what is the step-by-step plan to get to 2040, I can tell you, I have no idea. But in 2040, whoever's in this position will be able to construct it backwards and connect the dots. But what we've been, again, looking at is around specific use cases that make sense in each of the markets. So it's around really understanding the job that needs to be done for the consumers, right? And again, with package, we've seen tremendous product market fit. I don't think we're even scratching the surface of what we can do in terms of package. I think this product is enterprise ready. Can't wait to get, bigger companies as well on board. Naki spoke about, Uber Direct, etc. There's a ton, I think, of possibilities, of potential with regards to these services. And our focus is really around ensuring that we continue to delight our stakeholders. So that means from an earnest perspective, how do we help that transition? From a eater and rider perspective, how do you bring access to these kinds of technologies? So in terms of the roadmap, I'm sure there'll be more announcements soon. I think the roadmap has been really quick. I think our first announcement on our journey was in February of this year. And look, 8-9 months later, there's actual real products on the road. So the speed of technology, the speed of innovation at Uber is something that I always rely on to make sure that we make that change.
Okay, cool. So now instead of making you look up to 2040, let's bring it back just a little bit so that we can maybe tie everything together, because we keep talking about the fact that Uber's been in South Africa for 10 years, and we now have a picture of what Uber's looking like right now. The last 10 years could be characterized as having been about adoption, right? Because in South Africa, we had to, there's a job of actually teaching people that you can get onto an app, you can order a ride, you can go to a place, and then, adding the products on top of it, whether it's Uber Eats, package, all of those things that you guys are doing. So what do you think is going to characterize, the next 10 years? If the last 10 were about adoption and expansion, what do you think is characterizing the next decade to come?
Yeah, it's really about the platform. We launched travel. I don't know if you've tried it. You book a flight, immediately pops up because I've linked my Google account there. It pops up on the app. I'm already able to reserve rides to and from the airport, etc. So I really believe the travel side is, again, a big trend that and a big wave that we're going to continue to ride. The second one is also around increasing multimodal transportation. So do I see a world where buses, trains can be on the Uber app? Definitely. We've launched those products in other markets as well. And I think South Africa is a really innovative market. And those are some of the big, trends that I think we'll be leaning into and hopefully make good progress, I think, over the short term as well.
All right. So thank you so much, to Kagiso for giving us some insight into where the mobility piece of Uber is looking like, and also just giving us a demonstration of what the package business is going to be looking like. We are going to be switching over to something a little bit different. We've got some entertainment, for you. Now, before we get the band to come onto the stage, in the world of civil society and also, government and also private sector, when you are trying to gauge an opinion or you're trying to understand a certain matter, there's something that's called consensus building, right? You go out and you look out from your different stakeholders, what's going on, you ask a typical question and you get some consensus. So I went to my stakeholders because we're at a mobility event and we're about to get some music right now from Ethnics that's coming up now. I went to my stakeholders, I went to Google's Bard, and I went to ChatGPT, and I asked, what is the top road trip song of all time? And this is one of the few times where I think we're going to get consensus between AI. So both Google Bard and ChatGPT agree that Steppenwolf's Born to Be Wild is the best road trip song of all time. So that's it in terms of my numbers and all of my facts for today. I'm going to allow Ethnics to come onto the stage. Please give them a round of applause.
For me today, all is about you, and what you cannot get from me today, cause you're not feeling good. All about you, and what you cannot do to me today, cause you had a bad day. Well, sort it out, baby. Well, sort it out, baby. Tonight, we're gonna talk about feelings. Tonight, we're gonna talk about all the things that I feel in my heart tonight. We're gonna be making love for all the times when I needed you and you ain't out there. You ain't out there, yeah. Feelings, can we talk about? Can we talk about feelings? All the things, oh baby, baby. Can we talk about? Can we talk about feelings? All the things that you always wanted to say. Baby, tonight we're gonna talk about all the things that I feel in my heart. Oh, I'm loving you still, I'm needing you still, oh, I'm wanting you still. Oh, can we talk about? about, ooh, baby, feelings, all the things, ooh, baby, feelings, little tattoo now, oh, baby, always wanted to say. Thank you. Thank you so much. You have left me behind once again. Every time I have to beg you to stay, love is gonna get you. I know you'll be gone for so long. Do we have to take that lonely train? Love is gonna get you. When you come bombela, when you get to say, when you come bombela, when I have never been so lost, like when you go away. Sometimes you love me when we miss you. I know you'll be gone for so long. Do you have to take that lonely train? Love's gonna get you. When you come bombela, when you get to say, when you come bombela, when babu yangishi, listen. When you get to say, when you come bombela, when babu yangishi, when you come bombela, when you get to say, when you come bombela, when babu yangishi, when you come bombela, when you get to say, when you come bombela, when babu yangishi, when you come bombela, when you get to say, when you come bombela. and we have Rapi on bass. My name is Noni, and we have Rika on saxophone. Do enjoy the song. just wanna feel good every day. I wanna wear a smile upon my face. I wanna put choice of the days. I wanna feel alive in every moment. Said I won't waste time on feeling blue. I won't waste time on things I cannot change. I wanna feel the newness of is our last song for today. Thank you so much for having us. We are Ethnics. Continue to enjoy your lunch. Tell me what you really like. Baby, this is perfect time. You don't even have to cry. Just take it step by step. You don't need a lonely night. Cause baby, this is perfect time. You are not lonely cry. Just tell me what you want. You don't need love and what it did to you. You don't have to run. I know what you've been through. Just a simple touch and it can set you free. You don't have to rush. I know what you've been through. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. You are not alone tonight. Just baby, this is perfect time. You don't even have to cry. Just tell me what you want. You don't even have to cry. Cause baby, this is perfect time. You don't need lonely night. Just give me what you want. You've been scared of love and what it did to you. You don't have to run. I know what you've been through. Just a simple touch and it can set you free. You don't have to rush. I know what you've been through. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. And what it did to you, you don't have to run. I know what you've been through. Just a simple touch and it can set you free. You don't have to rush. I know what you've been through. Let's go. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel na 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 na. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. I feel it coming, baby. I feel it coming. Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, to Ethnics for entertaining us. It was a really great performance, and definitely go and check them out. If you certainly can. We really enjoyed that entertainment for this afternoon. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is where we come to the end of today's program, but we do invite you to continue to mix and mingle. The food is great, and, there is a bar, so please just continue on that front. But we also invite you, to go upstairs because there's also a demo. If you want to, check out sort of similar, same as what we saw on the stage, but if you want to experience it for yourself, we invite you to go upstairs to go and check that out. So thank you so much for everyone for being with us today, and we really appreciate you, and we look forward to the next 10 years of Uber in South Africa. So for myself, Mudiwa Gavaza, thank you so much.
Hey, this is Baby G, and you're watching the Mob Justice channel. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Live it, love it, like it. This is the Mob Justice TV.